What about electrical systems? In this first photo, we see a mast here being pulled down due to storm-related damages. Notice it was connected to the meter base and ran up the side of the building. No doubt there's building damage where the brackets were pulled off and things like that, right? But what if, and this is a very big what if, but to fit our program today, we need it, right? To talk about our two adjusters. What if there was a down mast like this, but we also had flood water over the meter base? Well, say hello to both adjusters again. And here's another meter base, and this one had been replaced after it was ripped off when a tree fell and pulled on the wires and tore it down. You can see it's been, we've replaced the trunk line, we raised the meter base, and this one at over 4 feet high might not be as susceptible to flooding, unless it's a real big event. But what about this one? It's about a foot and a half off the ground. Probably going to get there sooner, right? And just to note, this one is not to current code, which now requires meter bases to be installed a minimum of 5 feet 6 to the center line of the actual meter glass, right? That's also why the one in the previous photo was raised as well. A lot of codes with electrical. Also for electrical systems, one of the main components we'd be worried about would be the main electric panel. That could be in the utility room, the basement, the garage, or even outside in some areas. Panels installed inside are going to be subject to both flooding and top-down water losses. So again, it does matter where that water came from. But be careful, some panels may be showing signs of water damage that has been part of a long-term water issue, like this one we see here. That wasn't sudden and accidental. We would recommend getting help if you have wet wiring or wire connections. Many times it's going to be recommended to replace all or at least large sections of the wires due to water. That's not always the case. Some of those scenarios need to be reviewed carefully and see what it actually needs to be done. Interior water damage could be part of a flood claim or a water loss claim, so either of our adjusters will need to be well versed in electrical systems to handle these types of claims, or at a minimum know where to get some help, like from our Strike Check brand.